you're so quiet.
Oh man, you pressed it so early.
Oh, I did.
I know, you was like, I'm scared. Boom.
There we go.
Nice, man.
Okay. Let's make sure the mic is on.
Got it.
Nope, not talking to you, Google. Raptors score. Let's see if we can
Currently,
get
the
some.
Raptors are leading the Bucks 97-94 in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, Raptors. Wrap that shit up tonight. Wrap it up tonight, Raptors. Wrap that shit up tonight. Wrap it up tonight. Raptors beat the Bucks. That's what I want to fucking hear. Okay, well, what's next? What's next? What's next? Gotta debate this PC guy. So, gotta remember what his name and shit is. Cause it's like I gotta do this whole stupid layout of his account and shit. Yeah, the Warriors are gonna kill the Raptors. That's why I wanted the Raptors to fucking win. I wanted them to win, man. I'm trying to find this dude's profile picture, but because he doesn't have a he has no content on his YouTube account, so he still wants to debate me. But I wanted to do a proper banner or thumbnail for this debate, but he doesn't seem to have anything. Any other PC guy? Hello, hello. Seems like it's ringing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Is my mic good?
I can hear everything, but it's good.
Yeah, sorry. Don't really have the best mic. It's decent, but you know.
Let's see.
Sorry again. Alright, I am good to go.
Okay. What is the
Again, sorry about the background noise. I really can't control it at all. Okay. Well, are you ready to begin?
Yeah, just wanted to make this thumbnail. Okay,
Alright.
but yeah, I can do two things.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, this is This is technically my first debate, so probably gonna stutter the whole time. Alright, so how are we going to do this exactly?
I guess you come forward with your topics, and we're just gonna talk about that.
Alright, this is something that I've kind of been concerned with, considering, you're a pretty big PS4 fan. The idea that exclusivity is a good thing. Could you elaborate on how that's a good thing, considering?
Competition. If you put every game on every platform, there's no competition. Everybody is exactly the same. So at that point, you would have to be powerful than the next company's console or system. The most powerful system on the market is a gaming PC if you can build it that way. At that point in time, the PC would be the only platform people would need to buy their game on if they wanted true power. So with exclusive games, a developer, a company's first party studio is able to uh, make the best games on that preferred system. So you have a PS4 with Sony's first party lineup. Let's say Uncharted, Last of Us, God of War, Bloodborne. Those games are all unique, all different by different developers all across the world, and they're putting out something that somebody else doesn't have. It drives sales, it drives attention to that platform. The PS4 is about to sell 100 million probably by June. Obviously, exclusives are not a bad thing if people are buying the game system for those games. It's been out for a long time. Exclusives have been out since the Sega Genesis with Sonic, and even Nintendo started out with Mario, which you couldn't play Mario games anywhere else when Mario first came out. Of course, now you have emulators, but as far as official games being released, Nintendo still has exclusives to a degree. Microsoft has some sort of exclusives as far as Gears, Halo, Forza. They're not on Switch. They're not on PlayStation. You know, if you want to play those games, you have to have a PC or Xbox. So it's not me championing exclusives, are good. It's just the way things have always been, and I don't see them changing anytime soon.
Do you think that's a good thing in terms of consumerism? Because in the business perspective, it's a good thing. More profits.
My only defense when people say what you're saying is, where were you guys for all the different generations of gaming when exclusives exist? I just went over the whole history of exclusives and you completely ignored it. Like, exclusives have been around for a long time.
Oh no. I haven't ignored it. I have acknowledged it being a thing since the very beginning.
So why haven't people like yourself had a problem with exclusives for over 30 years?
It's a matter of people are starting to realize how anti-consumer all this is.
Okay, well that's a few people, and I've acknowledged those individuals. Majority of those people can't afford a console or don't want to afford multiple consoles. That's cool. There's games on the Switch that I want to play, but I'm not going to buy a Switch for it. There's games on the PC that I might want to play. I'm not going to build a PC for it. As simple as that. If you really, really want to go play those games, myself included, I know I have to shell out some extra money. Again, everybody has exclusives, even the PC.
Wouldn't it be more convenient? Okay, sorry for interrupting, but wouldn't it be more convenient if it was also on your platform? That way you wouldn't have to go out of your way, invest more money just to get like
that would be very convenient, but the market would be boring. When everybody has everybody else's game, it's very, very boring. There's no competition at all. I mean, take an example. Look at the Xbox. The Xbox doesn't look so good right now. There's nothing that makes it special because the majority of their best games are on your platform. That means you don't need an Xbox to play it if you want to play the best version, right? You just get it on PC. Because on PC you can mod it, you can hack it, you can make it look however you really need it to look. And at that point in time, having a gaming console with that same game, it's kind of useless, right? So if games were on every platform, Sony would not be making a gaming console. Nintendo would not be making a gaming console. At that point in time, everybody might as well pack up and buy a PC or invest in a PC. So at the end of the day, you yourself are basically saying there's no reason to have a console. Just put everything on the PC.
Though there would be a reason, because not everyone can afford a high-end, powerful PC. So there's the consoles.
The experiment has been made.
For the people. Yeah.
The experiment has been made. That experiment is the Xbox 360. Those games that are the games that are on Xbox One, they're on PC, and nobody seems to care about those games anymore.
Of course, you're talking about things in the past, like the Xbox 360.
No, I meant to say Xbox One. I misspoken. The Xbox One, all their games are on PC now. Sunset Overdrive. What is it? Dead Rising 3 and Dead Rising 4. You have the latest Forza games. You have some Gears of War games over there. You have Halo over there. The Master Chief Collection is coming over there very soon. There's not really a reason at the end of this generation to invest in the Xbox One, and you can see that by the Nintendo Switch outselling the Xbox One's consoles, the PS4 continuously outselling the Xbox One consoles. There's reasons to buy a Nintendo Switch if you want to play a game on the go, or you want to play a game that's exclusive like Super Smash Bros., which you can't play anywhere else. Again, everybody has exclusives, including your primary platform, which I presume to be a PC, has the most exclusives on the market.
I do want to say that my primary thing is actually a Nintendo Switch. So I do understand the idea of like exclusivity and how it's profitable in the business industry.
Nintendo's been out before Sony, and they've had more exclusives than Sony. I mean, again, this exclusives have been a very key part in the competition of the console wars for over 30 years. As long as Nintendo and Sega have been going at it, that's what people did. They brought out a different IP that was only on their platform that they've created that would get more people to pay attention to that platform. Enough so to go out to a store and buy the game.
So the thing is, my argument, I don't know if I've said this, is do you believe that it's anti-consumerism?
I don't know. I don't see it that way. Me personally, I don't. I'm a gamer. I don't really think that hard into it. I get the system that's going to give me the best games. I like RPGs, so I went out and got a PS4. Last generation, I liked RPGs last gen. There were a lot of RPGs I played on the PSP and on the PS2. I got the PS3. Before that, I was with Nintendo. So, I've always played exclusives. Whether you're talking about Golden Sun on a Game Boy Advance or Pokemon or I don't know, Tales of Symphonia at a point was exclusive to the GameCube until it went over to the PS2. You know, I've always played exclusives, no, whether it's Nintendo or Sony. Always, I've always played exclusives. You know, I have a lot of multi-platforms that I've played. Wrestling games, sports games, Monster Hunter. You know, I play a lot of multi-plats, I play a lot of exclusive, but that's the selling point for me. I'm not going out to buy any platform based on a game I can play anywhere else. At that point in time, I'm just making a stupid decision. I'm trying to pick out a platform that's going to give me the best gaming experience. And something that not everybody else has. Something unique.
See, I do get your point. I do understand because, you know, I've played games like Pokemon. I have Super Smash Bros. I have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I understand, like, you know, the whole value to exclusivity. It's just a matter of, wouldn't it be, I do understand, like, the competitive aspect that it wouldn't be really good, because, you know, if every console
I mean, if Nintendo put their games on PC, there's no reason for Nintendo to live. Okay? You remember, PS4 is outselling Xbox and the Nintendo Switch, right?
Can I say this? With their current console, they can promote the ability to take their games anywhere and at any point. That's a driving point. If someone wants a portable console experience, they provide that.
Once you give that ability to play on a PC, anything is possible, as you already know. Modding, hacking, the ability to also play it on the go. If you mod a handheld, what's the PC handheld that they have? There's a handheld that has PC architecture, and if you can mod that to play emulated versions of Nintendo games, even the Switch versions of those games, I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, at this point, that could hurt Nintendo. Nintendo is not at 40 million sold yet in the last 2 years. But just imagine if the Nintendo Switch came out and at the same time Nintendo, the corporation, said we're also putting all of their games on the PC day one. That could hurt the potential sales of the console and in turn hurt the company. Because Nintendo is mainly a gaming company. Now Sony has different parts to it. Can they survive on their movies? Headphones, cell phones, laptops, TVs alone? I don't believe so. All of that stuff has been taking major hits over the last 15 years, but I definitely believe that their gaming, as you can clearly see, makes them the most money, more so than all their other branches. That's why they focus so much into the PlayStation brand. So again, if you put those games on PC, the brand of PlayStation could take a major hit. Again, at that point, Nintendo and Sony might as well be a third-party developer to put their games on PC specifically, because their system sells based off exclusives. Their game systems do not sell because a game is available on another platform. There's no reason to buy a PS4 if I can build a gaming PC and play it at a better rate.
And that wouldn't necessarily be like, in the sense that, you know, yeah, their consoles do survive on exclusivity, but would it really be that bad if they would?
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not bad for having an option. It's not bad, I guess, for the consumers that don't want to buy a PS4. But as far as the company, yeah, it would be bad. If they came out as a third-party company and had a gaming system, it would be probably one of the stupidest decisions ever. You saw what happened with Sega. Maybe you didn't.
Yeah. I was about to say Sega.
Yeah, look at Sega. Sega flopped, right? Sega flopped.
Well, technically not completely. Not completely. They do have Persona 5, which, you know,
That's an Atlas game. Sega didn't make that. Sega brought the company. They didn't make Persona. They had to buy it.
Well, yeah,
and they had to get to that level to buy it over a long period of time. Between the Dreamcast, not doing so good, and Sega had to go third party. And this generation, when they brought Atlas, that's been like a generation and a half, or maybe 2 generations from when Dreamcast existed to now, for them to have enough money and enough credibility and just enough anything for them to go and buy Atlas. Other than that, they should have brought Atlas many years ago. So I'm not giving them credit for Persona, because Persona existed before the Dreamcast even existed. So I can't give them credit. You have to give the credit to Atlas. They're still making the game.
True, and I have heard that they're making Royal, but that's not the current topic that we're talking about. Sorry for bringing things a little off topic. The main thing I'm still trying to say is, is in the sense of the consumer a good thing to have to go out to buy another console just to play a game that you want to play? In the sense, I don't believe it's good, because, why would you want to go out and spend $300 to $400 more on a console when it'd be more convenient just to have it on your platform? And I do understand. I have heard your point on how it would destroy, the console business, but in a sense,
So I agree that having games on every platform would be very convenient for everybody. But I want you to also think, do you think it's worth the risk of a studio, let's say like Naughty Dog, not making a game like Uncharted? Because the only reason why Uncharted exists is because of Sony. Sony pays Naughty Dog. They pay for the studios and the actors and the orchestra. The reason why Uncharted and The Last of Us are so good is because of Sony's backing. If Sony was to not have a gaming console to push those games would never have existed. That's what I'm trying to get across to you and many other gamers of other platforms that are trying to rally for games being on every platform. If these studios made a third party, like if they were third party, like if Sony was third party, I guarantee you Uncharted would never exist. Last of Us would never exist. These games exist to push the system. So I want to know, in your opinion, what games would exist if Sony decided to go third party 2 generations ago? Like what would we get from Sony? We don't know what we would get. All we know right now is what they have produced out of competition. And out of competition, they have produced some of the most amazing games, but they would never have existed if they were third party.
And again, I am not denying the fact that if
I'm playing Dreams.
Yeah, I see you.
No, somebody asked me a question. You can continue.
Yeah. Okay, so let me regain my thoughts. Like again, I understand your point. I understand how exclusivity is what's keeping the console, the way, the console state the way it is. I'm not denying that. But in the sense of consumerism, it's just a big hit on people who want to go out there, who want to play games. Because that's what gamers are. They play games, they enjoy them, or they don't. Simple. It's just a matter of in terms of consumerism, exclusives are not really that good. Not really worth I guess for some people who are dedicated, who are willing to work, to invest to get another console just to play the game that they want, sure. But in the sense that you want conveniency, it's not good.
I agree with you. It's not good. Exclusives are not good. There are games on Nintendo that I want to play, but I know Nintendo will never put their games on PlayStation.
And honestly,
so as long as we can agree that Sony isn't as bad as Nintendo, I agree. Every game should be on every platform. But you have to also agree that Nintendo and Sony would never work together. They did work together. That's why the PlayStation exists. Because out of competition, Nintendo was so desperate they had to turn to Sony to help them make disc-based technology while Sega was almost about to kick their ass. And then when they were about to come out with what was the Nintendo PlayStation, Nintendo turned their back because Sony would have retained a lot of rights and a lot of money off of this combined system, and they developed a system with Philips that went down in history as the worst Nintendo console ever. So, out of that, spitefulness, hatred, backstabbing, Sony went forward and made their own version of the PlayStation, which is the PlayStation we all know and love today. So again, there was going to be a time in history where Nintendo and Sony were going to work together and probably would have had a lot of games on one platforms from two different companies. That's the future that you probably want. That's the future we didn't get. This was Nintendo's fault.
Due to like, you know,
This was Nintendo's fault.
Business perspective.
Exactly.
And due to the business perspective, it's just brought this whole. If it weren't for, you know, the business perspective being in place, we wouldn't even be arguing or debating. Sorry, at this point, because then there'd be no like exclusive argument at all. And honestly, I think it would have been nice. Okay, I want to say this. There is a game on Switch that honestly looks great for its hardware. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You know about that game, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's an amazing game. Well, I guess saying amazing is going off the tracks. It's a good game. It's a good game. I enjoyed every bit of it, even though that's my first time playing the Zelda game. Honestly, if it were on other platforms, I'd be happy because, other people get to share the same experience that I did. But due to exclusivity, people have to go their way, buy something that they probably don't want to buy, and it just sucks. Because this wouldn't all be a thing if it weren't for the anti-consumerism acts from the very start.
So I don't know why we're debating about something that won't change. I know that majority of my debates are going to be continuously like this, people telling me exclusives are bad. I get it. In your opinion, exclusives are bad. I understand that. From a business standpoint, they're not bad. They're not bad at all. If exclusives were bad, Smash Brothers would have never existed. It would have never needed to exist to push the sales of their system in the first place. It would have never needed to exist. I mean, Smash Brothers is the very epitome of anti-consumerism. Nintendo goes to other companies to buy rights to a character to use in this fighting game to attract other gamers to buy their system, specifically for this one game.
And their DLC.
Yeah. You have a character from Persona 5. Yeah, but listen to this. You have a character from Persona 5, but when is the last time a Persona main story game was ever released on any Nintendo system? Never. So what gives them the right to do that? Same thing with Final Fantasy VII. By the time they put Cloud on the Nintendo Wii U version of Smash Brothers, Final Fantasy VII had never existed on any Nintendo system until after the Switch came out. So why did you put a Final Fantasy VII character that was only on PC and PS4 or PC and any PlayStation system at that time? Why would you do that? We could talk about Mega Man, we can talk about Pac-Man, we can talk about Metal Gear Solid Snake. There are a lot of characters that are on other platforms, but Nintendo buys the rights to put them in this one game to attract people to buy their system for this one game. That's anti-consumer, right? Buying a game system for one game for over $300. That's anti-consumer.
And again, that's exactly what my argument is about. How these practices, how this exclusivity is just all anti-consumerism, and it may never change for a long, long time. Though that doesn't mean we still can't debate on how how bad it is, but we both seem to have the general idea that anti-consumerism exclusivity is bad, but considering the business practices, it may never change, sadly. I think we can generally agree that anti-consumerism in any sense with exclusivity is just bad. But, it may never change.
Yeah. I don't think it ever will.
I mean,
Microsoft will do different.
Wait. Can I say this? I think it might change. Hold on.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for letting me know.
You debating someone?
Yes, I'm at it. I'm debating what seems to be a Nintendo Switch. The one thing I don't like about the Afterglow headsets, the audio doesn't sound good, man. Turtle Beach has a better mic, but I can't use this mic on that headset.
You see this guy named Henry Bargain who says that, talking to a tin tube, I'm sorry. It's not really the best mic.
I don't know if it's your mic or he's talking about mine. I think it's my mic because my mic normally sounds like this, but yeah.
No, I think he's talking about me, and again, I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay.
I probably sound like I'm talking to a tin tube.
Okay.
We can generally agree that, consumerism isn't bad.
Yeah, I mean, you can agree that it's bad, you can agree that it's good, whatever. I mean, I don't know if any of this is worth debating because people have told me this obvious thing multiple times. I know that it's bad for certain people.
I do want to say this. I know that we're supposed to be debating, but the whole consumerism, anti-consumerism may end if Google Stadia ever becomes a thing. You already know about Google Stadia, right?
Enlighten me. What are they gonna do to end exclusives?
They're going to make you to be able to play any game on anything for a subscription, like streaming the game. So in that sense, if they can make business deals with companies, you can basically stream the game, play it on anything.
They're doing that now. What is he talking
about? In a sense of overall pricing, in the end, I think it's bad, but in the sense that, anti-consumerism may come to an end if this is ever, fully realized.
I mean, I agree. Yeah, I mean, it can completely end by next year if Stadia does what they, I guess, need to do. But I don't know. I don't know if we can agree that Nintendo and Sony will put their whole catalog of games on there. That's a pretty big catalog of games. I mean, again, if you do that, Sony, I don't know how stupid they are, but if they do that, that will be pretty stupid. They have a brand new gaming console coming out next year, and again, for them, not Microsoft. Microsoft has tons of money. If they put their games on other platforms, they take a huge hit because selling a gaming console makes them a lot of money. So, if they put their game somewhere else, I don't know if they're going to make that money anymore. At that point, I don't see a reason why them.
Actually, I'm reviewing over the event again over Google Stadia. It wouldn't. I actually was sort of wrong. They wouldn't have to necessarily ask PlayStation if it's not like a first-party company that they bought out. It'd be like a majority of things. So in the sense, anti-consumerism may never end, but it would be a step in the right direction in terms of consumerism. But it would just pile up in the end with all the money. that you'd spend just for this subscription?
I guess so. I mean, I'm so bored with this. Not this debate. I'm not bored with this debate. I'm just debate. I'm very bored with. Um, for 3 to 4 years, different types of fans coming to me wanting to talk to me about exclusives being anti-consumer, while they support any platform under the sun that has exclusives. It's pretty. It makes a lot of people hypocrites. So it's kind of like pointless. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about besides exclusives being anti-consumer?
I need to gather my thoughts for a bit. So,
Okay.
once I do, I will come back.
I'm gonna go play some dreams real quick. Don't save this. We don't need to save this. What's going on, Somatic?
Not much, just chilling.
Yeah, Somatic's here, Henry.
Okay, I am back.
Okay.
There's also another thing concerning, the anti-consumerism practices, but it's in a different light. From what I've heard for a long time, you've called PC people who want exclusives beggars. I don't know if your opinion has changed on that or not, but
It's my
would you
opinion.
elaborate?
It's not a fact. So, again,
Yeah.
you believe games should be on every platform. That's an opinion. It's not a proven fact that that's good for anybody. So, again, my opinion. So, nobody else might not have this opinion. Other people say it all the time. For anybody that begs for a PS4 exclusive, it's prime example. Last of Us 2. It might come out this year. We might get a trailer for it around E3. I'm hearing that Death Stranding is getting a trailer put out this week coming up. Um, the game is exclusive to PS4. A lot of people want to play Kojima, the creator of Metal Gear Solid. His next creation, they won't be able to get that chance to play that game if they don't have a PS4. Again, people will beg. People will say, "Please put this on my platform." People will say, "If you put this game on my platform, you will get a lot of money." Again, not a fact. There have been a lot of games
Then
that
again,
have went on other
sorry.
platforms didn't make a lot of money. Neo, Crash, a lot of games are on PC. They didn't make the money that it made on console.
So, if I may say this, how do you believe them? Like, I would understand. I'm not being certain with all people, not begging, because I'm certain there are people who have begged that are PC players, PC gamers to be exact. But for some people who ask politely, it'd be cool to have, let's say, Persona 5 on PC. How is that
Again,
in
that's up to the
return?
developer, and the developer has made a public statement that it wasn't coming to the Switch or PC. I think he made that statement about 2 or 3 years ago. And if you go on Google, you can find it.
I absolutely searched that. Sorry for going off topic with this, but there was a rumor that, with
There
the
again,
recent,
I'm a
Joe
person
Creed
that does
had,
not like to believe in rumors, and if I could give you any advice, I would say do not believe a rumor. Believe what a developer says.
I didn't actually believe it. I did
You had hope.
it. When Joker was added to Super Smash Bros., a lot of rumors. Again, I didn't necessarily believe it, but I think it would be a cool idea if they did do this. That Persona 5, previously mentioned to not come to PC or Switch, would come to Switch because of the recent Persona 5 did come, but it didn't come in the way that people on Nintendo Switch expected. It was a Hyrule Legends, Fire Emblem Warriors type of game, if you even know what those games are.
Yeah.
Basically hack and slash game. Necessarily isn't bad, but it's not what people expected.
I mean, you got to be happy. You got a lot of other Persona spin-off games for the 3DS. I mean, that's how it starts. It's the same thing with Kingdom Hearts, right? The Nintendo gaming community believes you guys are obligated, due to the nature of Kingdom Hearts, that you deserve that game. Nintendo is primarily catered to.
People are thinking, it's not necessarily that some. I'm certain there are some people. I'm not saying that all, and I'm certain you're not saying that all. Are thinking that they're entitled to a game. I'm just saying, with the way that you say it, it makes it seem like a lot of gamers who wish for exclusives to be on other platforms are beggars. Even though that, and I do know.
I mean, I could name a lot of games that people want, and they know that that game is made by a first-party studio that's owned by a competitor company. Let's say Ratchet and Clank, right? Or Jack and Daxter or Sly Cooper. There's been tons of Nintendo fans wanting those characters in Smash Brothers. There's been Nintendo fans over the years that demand for those games to be on a Nintendo system because they are favorable to that system, right? It doesn't make it right. You know those games are made for a PlayStation. They're not made for a Nintendo system. So why would you even ask the developer if you know the answer?
All gamers are necessarily understandable with the terms of first-party studios and such like that. And I just lost my train of thought. Sorry. Oh, great! I literally just lost my train of thought right when I was about to say it. Okay, I was saying how not all gamers were necessarily understandable to the first-party developers. I mean, in the world, if that brand, if Nintendo and Sony did go with their plan, like you previously mentioned, like if Nintendo didn't backstab all due to business practices and stuff like that, this wouldn't be a problem. But then again, also consoles wouldn't even be a thing in the first place. Sheesh.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that these two mega console makers did that changed everything. PlayStation got lucky. They catered to teenagers. Nintendo catered to kids. Sega was catering to teenagers. Huh?
Nintendo was pretty good as well. Like with Wii U, garbage. I will say that it was.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when they got on the scene. When the first PlayStation came out, PlayStation was making games for adults and teenagers. Nintendo was still making games for kids. Sega was making games for everybody, including adults and teenagers, but PlayStation ended up taking it because they had CD technology that nobody was using at the time. Then the follow-up generation really killed a lot of people because they had DVD technology in the PS2, which gave it an edge over every platform on the market at that time. So long story short, Sony killed Sega, and Nintendo made that possible. That's the console war right there. Nintendo was doing a lot of great. Yeah, I know, but the console war breeds a lot of competition. Now, we're in 2019. Everybody wants things to change. It's not realistic. If it changes, I will adapt. It won't hurt me that I can't. That I can, put Xbox game or a Nintendo game on my PlayStation, it won't hurt me, right? It won't. Now, if PlayStation puts all their games on other people's platforms, it might hurt. It might hurt them because they will be a third-party developer and there will be no PlayStation to exist because they would lose a lot of money.
If PCs were about as affordable as consoles, none of this would be, happening. There'd be, all the companies that are making consoles, PlayStation, Microsoft, Nintendo, they'd all be third parties if PCs were about as affordable as they are and, were powerful enough. But, it's just a sense of business practices. This is what gaming, like the gaming industry is. It's just business practices. And it honestly sucks. Like, I think you and I can both agree that all of these console wars, all of these debates are just, they shouldn't be happening. But due to greed and money, it's just turned into this.
Well, hey, the console war is pretty, I don't know, entertaining to me. At least last generation.
It can be entertaining, but in a sense,
I mean, look, I'm gonna say it again. It's not realistic that everybody trades their secrets, right? Nobody's giving up their secret sauce to what makes them as good as they are. PlayStation's not doing it. Nintendo's not doing it. Microsoft is different. Microsoft was a business way before they got into the console business. They were a straight 8 cutthroat business. As simple as that. They're different than Sony and Nintendo. So the way you see them acting right now, first of all, their gaming console is not selling. They have no choice but to sell out. And that's exactly what they're doing. PC is an open platform. They don't count. You can do anything on PC. Anybody can put any of their games on there if they choose. That's what Microsoft's doing. But then Microsoft went a step further, and they're doing what you said. They're breaking down the wall of anti-consumerism with their platform, with their games. So they're allowing their games on other platforms. Slowly but surely, that's what they're doing. By putting Cuphead on Nintendo Switch, and I hear the Super Lucky's Tale is also on its way to Nintendo Switch. A lot of things that you're saying is going to happen with Microsoft. But as far as Sony and Nintendo doing it, I don't believe that's ever going to happen. We're not going to see an official Mario game over on PlayStation.
May I say this? It's a matter of it's a risk and reward thing when it comes to breaking the wall between business and consumer.
Do you think there's a reward for Nintendo, the company? Is there a reward for Nintendo and PlayStation, the company? Not their fans, not me and you, the gamer. Is there a reward for Uncharted being on Nintendo Switch and Mario being on PS4? Is there any type of reward for the company?
Well, sales would indeed increase with the fact that their first-party games are on other platforms, but in the sense that, people would be buying their consoles, that's a huge dip. I'm not denying that at all. The thing with Microsoft is, they don't have much exclusives, but they're a huge company. They can do this, without too much risk. I think we can both agree on that. They can do this without too much risk at all.
Of course, yes.
I mean, like a lot of people joke about how they don't have much exclusives. That's true, they don't. Still, personally, it's to go my way get an Xbox because, to me personally, I prefer that console. Even though I play on Switch a lot, I do like an Xbox. It's just, we can just all agree that it's all just a scam. All these marketing.
It's a scam, but it's not going to change. That's why I don't know why I'm having another debate with the same topic. It's pretty annoying. I'm just gonna be
No
blunt.
matter if people do want change. People are not wanting change. Why they didn't want change before in the past?
That's what I want to know.
Maybe
I mean, could you? I don't know how old you are, but you're telling me you played Zelda for the first time in your life. I played Zelda for over 20 years, and I'm dead serious. I started playing Zelda on a Game Boy Color, so you're kind of young. So for 20 years, exclusives have been out there. The PC supporters or people that play PC, people that build PC, people that like the PC, whatever you feel about the computer that you can play video games on, none of you guys came up. Not last gen, not the generation before that, not the generation before that. For 3 generations, not a single PC supporter has ever said anything about anti-consumer practices with regards to exclusives.
Because no one has ever taken and because no one has ever taken the time to actually research.
I think the climate is very competitive and people want what they don't have. It's simple as that. There are games that look so good that you really, really want them.
People don't want to try to invest extra money because, that would be just crazy.
Well, look, man, I would tell you whenever it's time for you to upgrade to a gaming console or whatever, PC or Xbox, whatever, you should make the conscious decision to buy the system that you truly believe is going to give you the best gaming experience. You should not feel how you feel right now. Obviously, you're not satisfied by what the Nintendo Switch is doing for you because you want other people's games. Me, myself, I'm cool.
Actually, I am pretty satisfied. All right, can I say this? I am pretty satisfied with it. I have a pretty good amount of a pretty okay amount of exclusives: Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 2, Mario Odyssey. I do have those. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee as well. I do enjoy those games, but in the sense that if Nintendo and Sony did go along with their plans to do what they were supposed to do, and it wasn't just some sort of greedy marketing in the end, no one would be complaining. Again, I'm basically reiterating what I just said before. People still keep talking about how they want change, but at this point, when it comes to things, I don't think it may ever change. Google Stadia Microsoft, Google Stadia, Microsoft has already broken the walls. They're already experimenting with this whole thing. Could they succeed? Yeah. Google Stadia is going to introduce cloud gaming, basically streaming it on anything. That's going to be a huge thing as well. If people, because that's not anti-consumer. You get to play games on whatever it is that you want, unless you're paying for a subscription. That's just how business is. A lot of people can hope for games to come to their platforms, and it all depends on the business. Does that mean you can't hope? Yeah, it does mean that we can't hope. Most of the time with marketing, you may never have. Then again, it's hope. That's all it is. I do want to ask you this: would you go out of your way to invest for, actually, I think you've already answered this question. You wouldn't go out of your way to invest for Nintendo Switch just because there are some games on it that you wish to play, right?
I was about to this year, but I decided not to.
Yeah, because you don't want to throw $300 on a pretty underpowered console just to play a couple of exclusives.
Yep. There's about 2 or 3 games I want to play on Nintendo, but there's like 5 or more that I can play right now on my PS4. Right now. That I can't play on the Switch. And also I think about more than just the money I'm spending, the time. I am always gonna spend more time on my
Also,
PS4.
yeah, yeah, I do get you. Honestly, if anti-consumerism wasn't a problem, none of these debates would be happening. A lot of people would be happy. Companies, however, would be suffering. Well, I don't think Xbox will. Well, not Xbox, Microsoft, because they'd have their platform or their third-party support. I guess you could say. That's how big of a company they are. This is what all these debates are. They're just basically hope for games to come to other platforms. It's not necessarily begging, it's just the hope that they wouldn't have to invest more money just to play one game or a couple of games. And that's what, cloud gaming in the future is going to try to do, but in the sense of subscriptions, that's going to be a problem. And that's actually another topic I want to talk about, if you're alright with talking about that.
Yeah.
The idea that you have to pay to play online for a majority of games, while on the PC you can just, play for free. I mean, yeah, you do have to invest the time to buy the PC and stuff, see if your software is up to date, but in the end you
If
won't
I
have to
if
pay
I
more
had
money
if
just
I
to
had the
play online.
choice, if I had the choice, I wish that nobody would charge me for anything, whether it's online or buying a game.
Honestly,
But
see,
this is
okay,
life.
can I just address this? Can I just address this? Okay, I've had my Nintendo Switch for a good 2 years. I've enjoyed the Nintendo Switch, but once they introduce, their online, you want to know what my problem is with the online. It's not because it costs money, because in a sense, it's $20 for a year. That's a lot better than for like PS4 and for Xbox. You'd have to pay $60 just to play online for a year. Switch, you pay just $20. That's not my problem. It's a problem that they put a paywall and they provide very little to justify it. That's also the same thing with Xbox and PS4. Those free games that we get. It's not necessarily free. You have to pay a subscription to play online, and in return you get these free games, even though you paid a subscription for it.
So
Do
what?
you get what
Wait
I'm
up,
trying
wait
to
up.
say?
I'm confused. You're telling me free to play games are not free. Fortnite's free.
Oh no, no, I'm aware. With
Oh, you're
like
talking about
PlayStation,
the
they do make
PlayStation Plus
free to
free
play games.
games. Yeah, they're not free. Yes, I know. I know the logic you're using. I know they're not. There's some sort of a reward system, and that way, I
Yeah,
guess it makes it convenient to have the subscription service. Also, you get discounts that you don't get as a normal PSN user. Long story short, if you don't want to pay for Plus, don't pay for it. If you don't want to pay for Gold, don't pay for it. If you don't want to pay for the Nintendo subscription, just don't pay for it.
I mean there are games
Thanks,
that
Henry.
I do play on the Nintendo Switch, on the Xbox. Well, with Xbox it's kind of cool because
Yeah,
you
I
actually
know, but
have to have the
again,
subscription
in my
package just
opinion,
to play online.
I see value in Plus. I can't force anybody else to like it. I'm a gamer. I don't know what other people have said about me or how they make you feel about me, but I'm a gamer. I don't work for
That's
Sony.
actually
I don't work for PlayStation. My opinions are my own. So how I feel is not how the whole
yeah,
PlayStation community feels. So again, you're
yeah.
probably never going to be able to
There
change
is,
my mind,
but
and I'm not going to be able to change your mind.
we can agree to disagree in some points. Yeah, but in the sense, if we couldn't be charged extra just to play online with friends after buying a console and then buying a game or not, just to play, you know, it'd be nice. After all, really, subscriptions are only merely cash grabs because they have exclusives. They wouldn't have to, put a subscription, but they are putting a subscription for their consoles because money, more money in the end, and that's how businesses, work. the more money, the more profit you can make out of it, better. Jesus Christ, I've just noticed all these topics are all just, that's just basically, business. It's just business when it comes to this all. Like, we can agree, right? It's really just business on how they do a lot of these things. And, it's perfectly fine. Just not perfectly fine in terms of the consumer. Holy crap, I just... Jeez. We can agree that most, like, all these discussions that we've just had, it all just relates to of these companies to keep them alive. Because without exclusives, there'd be no reason for consoles. Without the subscriptions, there'd be no reason to pay for online.
Well, again, I understand the end game. The end game is if everybody has access to every game, there really isn't a reason to buy a console. We all know that. PC is superior to console in every way. You can upgrade it, you can mod it, you can hack it. I mean, you get rid of exclusivity, you basically have a PC. But that's not going to happen.
Technically in the sense, consoles are technically just underpowered PCs. But,
exactly.
They're cheaper.
Yes, exactly. So, if you don't have exclusives, literally, I'm being 100% honest. Listen to me. If you have no exclusives, Nintendo goes third party, Microsoft goes third party, Sony goes third party. There's no reason to waste money into making hardware when you can sell your game on another platform. That platform will be the most open platform imaginable, which will be PC. So there's no reason to make a hardware if you have the PC. Oh God.
Yeah, that's the thing with all of this. It's just crazy how all of this is just all business practice. And, that's not bad in business. It's bad for conveniency, all that other stuff. It's crazy. I'm being serious when I say this. Jeez.
Nope. Nope.
All of this is just. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some of your debates with other people, like Fratanga. I've seen that debate. Seen about whole rag stuff, and honestly, didn't have a general opinion on it. I think it's just, eh. But really, when it comes down to it, it's all just business practice. It's honestly sad. I mean, if people actually came to your this is like the one time I'm gonna say this. If people came to your stream and realized that all these debates are just business practice, you probably wouldn't have as much debate as you do now, right?
I'm already at full health.
I don't know. I'm not debating PlayStation gamers. I'm debating PC fans or Nintendo fans at this point.
Okay, let's actually move away from all the exclusive topics. I have. Okay, I don't know if you're alright with that or not. Are you? To move on to another topic.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, this is going to steer away from, hopefully, well, not necessarily steer away from the exclusivity thing. You've mentioned before, I think 2 or so times that you're
Hello,
a gamer.
and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one.
Exclusives that they have, or did you decide on based on, them playing video games, enjoying them, that sort of stuff?
I can barely hear you because of the background noise, but what did you say?
A little better. Uh, I'm saying, how do you define a gamer? Because I've heard you saying, you know,
You play games?
like, okay, I'm not asking this just because, you know, out of just because I don't have any more topics. This is something that's interested me because, you know how I've mentioned the debate with you in Pertenga?
Yeah.
I've also seen how you, like, define a gamer in this sense, though the probably changed at that point. I don't know. It's been like how much years has it been since you had that debate? Hold on, let me check myself.
Oh boy.
About 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You guys have been
So
after
how
me
was
for
your
4 years now. You know that, right? The PC community has had a problem with my
I
opinions
do
for
want to
three
say
years.
I do want to say this. You know, I've never owned a PC in my life. I do see the benefits out of PCs, and I do wish I had a PC. But you know, that's also where some of my, you know, debates have been coming from. Because you know, anti-consumerism is, you know, anti-consumerism. Oh God, this is just a mess. I'm just saying this, like in for me, because you know I'm practically underprepared with all of this. Oh wait! Someone in your live chat just said something. Well, 2 minutes ago. Some guy that for you to envy haters said it's a fair in one company and we'll get better products. That's just basically going back to the exclusivity thing. You know, if people didn't. That's actually another thing that may never happen. Because, you know, out of other stuff, you know. The fact that they'll always keep promoting their console and the games that they have, all that stuff.
I mean, I'm a gamer, and that's basically what I do. I show off games that I don't believe other people know about. It's pretty fucking simple.
That's basically what business is. Well, I'm certain you're not trying to you're not like trying to be a walking advertisement. I know you're not.
Why would I? Why would I advertise something without getting paid? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what is the point of the debate? What do you think of me? Because obviously you looked at Rags, you look at Frutenga. That's how you know who I am. How long have you known about me?
And that's why
How long have you known about
I've
me?
known about you for
How
quite a
long?
while. I did check up on some of your videos
How long?
ever since that
Yes,
fact. Ever since
I
that actually.
understand that
And
this
if you
was
say
a
that
debate and an interview for you, but I want to try to get a view on the people that hate me. How long? How many years have you known about me?
I think this is 2 years.
Yeah, and I've been
Yeah.
on YouTube with
2
this
years.
YouTube channel since 2011, which was last generation.
I
And
heard about that.
before this YouTube channel, I've been on YouTube since 2007. So you known 2 years about me because of other people that talked about me well beyond the fact that I've existed before they knew who I was. So I've been here before even they existed. You know that, right? So your opinions about me come from other people's opinions about me. Do you see how retarded that is?
May I say this? May I say this? Okay, I always try to like check up when it comes. Like, I'm not one of those people that
Again,
easily
I've been the
sidetrack
same
from
person
something.
for
That's
years.
what. You wanna know why I came here? You know why I came to you and wanted to have this discussion? Because I didn't want to just stick there, just see one side. I wanted to see how you truly are, and you're actually not. You know, this discussion has just shown that you're not entirely bad. You do say some things that I think can be a bit aggravating, but you know, you're not entirely bad. Like, you get what I'm trying to say, right? I'm not trying to
Look,
just stick on one
I've
side
debated
and
enough
stay there.
people to
I wanted,
understand how you see me now, okay? But I've also debated enough people to know that the reason you guys are talking to me or accepting any portion of this debate challenge is to see if I'm as bad as the edited videos that you have already saw make me out to be, right?
or the live streams. Yeah.
Yeah, there have been a lot of edited videos about me. Videos that were cut up, people talk, then they let me talk, then they cut it, then they talk, then they let me talk. I saw a YouTuber do those type of videos for the first time 8 years ago. You knew about me for 2 years. Rags hasn't been around for that long. Probably about 3 or 4 years, give or take, right? 3 at the most.
Let me check. Let me check how long he's been here technically.
I don't. Hold on.
Since
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
2014.
Hold on. Hold on. I don't care. The fact of the matter is, you only found out about me because of other people. So already I feel disrespected.
Can I say this? Can I say this? Can I? I didn't mean to show you disrespect. Can I
No,
say
no,
this?
it's always gonna. I'm always gonna feel disrespected, whether it's you or any other person that accepts the
I
debate,
don't mean to.
because you
And I
know
don't mean.
you only know me from someone else's point of view. You don't know me at all.
Can I say this, please? I didn't even know about Furtenga until YouTube even recommended me to him for some reason, and I wasn't even watching a video related to a console war or any debate. So really, in a sense, I wouldn't have heard of Furtenga or Rags if it weren't for YouTube, and I wouldn't have heard it from you if it weren't from them. It's really just, you know, a shit fest. So no, I'm not trying to disrespect you. It's just all a matter of, you know,
It's still disrespectful. You learned about me
YouTube
from
and
someone else. I've been here way before they existed.
and that's not necessarily
Well, their
that
point of view
bad.
is negative, right? Isn't their point of view of me very negative? There's no positivity in any of their individual videos or live streams. Nothing they say about me is positive at all.
Because all they've shown are how you're, for Tinget's recent video, angry PlayStation fanboy JTech wants to fight PC gamers.
Not really.
And
I
think
wanted to
that's-
continue
I
my
think that's
PC
the
debates from last year, and that's what I'm doing. I've had Discord debates since last summer. I'm bringing them back this summer. I issued a challenge for a PC Discord debate of 2019, which you're participating in. I never said that I was going to allow people to flood the comment section, waste my personal time, and argue back and forth with hundreds of angry PC fans. I've never said that. I thin out the herd because the majority of the PC fans are trolls. Most of them don't have mics. Most of them don't want to be known. Most of them are young. They don't want their voice heard. Literally, they do not want people to know how they sound on a microphone. So they feel more comfortable going to the comment section of my videos to troll the shit out of me. That's why I disabled the comment section of the video. Simple as that.
Okay. Alright.
It's very simple. Very simple.
Alright. Alright, I get you. But then again, you did ask for discussions, but you know.
Yes, a Discord discussion. I literally put it in the video. I put it in the description as well. A Discord debate. Again, I have a complete playlist on my YouTube channel of the Discord debates from last year and this year. Obviously, I was talking about Discord. I was not talking about the comment section. I said in the comment section you would find the information leading to my Discord account.
I think it would have been better if you elaborated in your video. You know, I'm open for
again.
debate.
It's not my point. It's not my point. It's not my fault. People are gonna take my words out of context. They do it all the time. Somebody just told me today I put my PSN account on private, even though I changed my PSN account name, which Sony allowed us to do a month ago. And once you do that, you no longer have access to your old name. It doesn't mean the account is private. You know what it means? It means it doesn't exist.
Change his name.
It means it doesn't exist. But some PC guy on Twitter said I put my account on private, and guess what people believed? They believed him. Negativity is more attractive than the truth.
It's just information, like misinformation, misinterpretation.
Yeah. And you have any more topics? Because, you know, I would rather watch something or probably play some games than deal with this. So any topics? Any more topics? What is this?
I don't think so. No. But again, I did not mean to disrespect you. I did not mean to make it seem like I'm disrespecting you in any way, form, or fashion. No, I did really just want to see.
Okay, we're done with that. I'm gonna play Dreams for probably like 7 more minutes to even it out. Yeah. I'm just gonna give you guys my personal opinion about all the debates. If you find out about my Discord debate, it's not because you're a subscriber. It's because you find out from another PC user. He admitted to me that he found out about my Discord debate from Vertanga's video that he watched today. Before that, he didn't know who I was. I existed on YouTube before Vertanga, Bulletberry, all of them. I've been here. Gaming. Same way. Supporting exclusives. Also playing multiplats. That's what I've been about. But, again, as you would see, they don't give a fuck about that. So, I show them no respect because I get no respect from them. Me personally, I don't really see the whole point in putting games on every platform if it literally would change the gaming as we know it. Sony would not fight as hard to make good exclusives if their games were going to be on every platform. They probably wouldn't even back a lot of these developers that they're backing right now. That's just facts. But yep, that's how I feel. Any questions? 5 more minutes until I end this live stream. Any questions? Anybody has any questions? Also, I'm gonna leave my debate information for my Discord in the comment section below. Again, I'm not debating anybody in the comment section. I am debating people only on Discord. This is my Discord name. If you want to have a debate with me, I'm only debating on Discord. Since you guys like to take shit out of context and act like retards, I will completely help you guys out by repeating this dumb shit for 4 more minutes. I'm only doing Discord debates this summer. I am not debating in the comment section of YouTube. I do not have that much time to waste. Sorry. I have a busy day, whether it's work or me, personal relationships, family. I don't have time to go back and forth between multiple trolls. I just don't. I don't have a lot of time at all. Okay? I'm gonna be doing a lot of my Discord debates on weekends because it's more convenient to me. I don't work on weekends, so that's good. Um, I'm open to do Discord debates on this holiday. I believe I was supposed to debate this guy by the name of Mario Sniper, but due to the fact that he is a pretty huge troll, and I'm pretty sure there's other trolls that would like to debate, um, I pushed him back to July after E3. I'm also got a big prediction that the PS4 should be at 100 million consoles sold in the month of June. We got the update that the PS4 was at 96.8 million consoles sold in March. So April, May, by June, PS4 should have sold 2 million. 2.5 million roughly, well, in 2.5 months, 2.5 months. So we're looking at April and May that it sold 2 million, 1 million each at the lowest. And then by June, we get an announcement that it's sitting at 100 million consoles sold, which will change the landscape as we know it for PlayStation gamers to get more games, which the guy that I was talking to was also talking about. More games on every platform. There's already a game that was on Nintendo Switch that is heading over to the PS4. No More Heroes Part 2, the one that was on the Switch, is heading over to Steam and the PS4, which is good for all gamers. Yeah, that's what I was also thinking, Willie. But they already announced that they're working on a next generation console. I don't think that, getting 2 million sold in 2.5 months is hard for Sony to do. Um, I think they're about to announce what is it, the Days of Play summer event, which has some deals, cheaper PlayStation 4s, cheaper headsets, cheaper controllers and games, shit like that. Okay, guys, it is an hour and 30 minutes. For the few people that wanted to tune into this debate, I thank you. Um, really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching and bearing with this very sloppy debate. Hopefully, I can have a better one maybe tomorrow or Monday. Um, Discord debates only. No comment section. Don't have time for it.